How to Find True Happiness, a 2-ish minute mini devotional to get you through your day. Everyone is searching for happiness, but where can it really be found? We often look for it in the things of this world, in having more money, a certain job, a perfect relationship, or more possessions. We believe that if our circumstances are just right, we will finally be happy. But this kind of happiness is fragile and fleeting, because it depends on things that can change in a moment. So how can we find a true, lasting happiness that is unshaken by the ups and downs of life? The Bible gives us a simple but profound answer about where true happiness can be found. Psalm 16:11 KJV states, "Thou wilt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore." Let's unpack this powerful truth. First, thou wilt show me the path of life. God promises to be our guide. He doesn't just leave us to wander around alone. He shows us how to live a life that leads to purpose and fulfillment. It is a path that leads away from empty worldly pursuits and toward Him. Second, in thy presence is fullness of joy. This is the key to lasting happiness. The verse says that we don't just find a little bit of joy, but a fullness, a complete, overflowing, and total joy when we are in God's presence. This joy comes from being close to Him, from knowing Him, and from feeling His love. It's a joy that is not dependent on our circumstances because God is always with us. Finally, at thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. This paints a beautiful picture of eternity with God. The verse tells us that the joy we find in God's presence will not only last in this life, but it will go on forever. The happiness that God gives is an eternal one, a joy that never ends. So how can you find true happiness? By seeking to find it in God and in His presence. It is a joy that is more real, more lasting, and more fulfilling than anything the world can offer. What can you do today to draw closer to God and experience the fullness of joy that comes from being in His presence?